Right, hopefully everything's fine today. Hi, my name's Zoe. I make stuff and I've got tea and I'm just ready to hang out, and I'm gonna cast today one of these, where is the camera? Here, there. One of these guys. It's my goal for today, and hopefully everything's fine. I've not really prepared. I still need to do a few things before I start casting. I've got this. I need to put pigment into it because I want to do a color cast. And yeah, so I'm using Jesmonite to cast. And this is my alternative to resin, because I hate resin. It's horrible. So I just thought I'd use this, and it actually works really nicely for me. It's more like a plaster kind of thing. Instead of mixing two liquids, there's a liquid and a powder. It's, well, anyway, and it works really well for me. So okay, pigment. So that's the Jesmonite pigments I'm using. So I want to do like the brown one. I'm gonna try and make like a nice warm brown color, and then I'm gonna have to do a few tests, because the problem with this method is you have to do color tests before, because Jesmonite doesn't, how can I say that, it doesn't dry the same color as you see in the pot when you put the pigment in. So there's that to take in consideration. You can't like cast straight away after you've done that. So this is gonna be, I guess, a long stream today. I haven't streamed for a while. I think it's been maybe 2 months since I last streamed. Oh! What the hell? Nice, so I've just opened this pigment and there's mold in it. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see, look. Like, what the heck is that? It's weird because I thought I'd closed it well. Let's see if the other ones are the same. No, that one's fine. God. That one's fine too. It's just that one? So weird. I'm gonna try and get it out. How can I get it out though? I've got paper here. Let's see if I can. Well, fail. I'm just glad it's a big bottle. I think I'm just mixing it in even further, so don't know if that's gonna work. I don't want mold in my sculptures. Help. What can I use? I can't just pour it out. See, I've got a scoop somewhere. Spoon. I'm not supposed to use it for that though. It doesn't get in. Ah! See, I wasn't lying when I said that wasn't prepared. God Let's see. Can't believe I'm doing it. I guess I'm just gonna have to live with it. Because that's the only pigment I've got. I'll need to buy another bottle eventually. I'm just gonna have to hope that this is not gonna affect the Jesmonite itself. Fingers crossed. That's horrible, that. I just wish I could like skimp it out. Yes, I can see it, but it's not coming. Oh, get out. I think it's hopeless. It's fine, just hope it doesn't drop in there and I'll have to buy a new one. Oh. Or if I just pour it out in here. Oh yeah, that's gloopy. Ugh. I think the rest is fine. I guess I'm just gonna have to do it like that. So I'll dump this, because this is like infected, I guess. I'll have to go and dump it out right now. I don't know where to dump it. I'll pour it in a plastic bag and I'll put it in the bin. I'll just have to do that, because I don't want to like dye my toilet or my sink. Right, I'll be back. And yeah, I'll just be back. Put this on. Ta-ta! Just dump it and I'll do the rest afterwards. Right, that's done. Let me see if I can move this out of the way because it looks weird. Right, perfect. I'm just gonna roll my sleeves because I don't want to put any pigment on them. I've got a nice apron, by the way, but just in case. I should also wear a crappy sweater or something, but... Here we go. Get some tea. Okay. And I think that's not contaminated, hopefully. The bottom of it. Ah! Okay, so... maximum 2% concentration. So I have to remember how much was it. I think I've put 50 or 60 grams. So... so 2% of 60 grams is 60 divided by 100 times 2, so that's maximum 1.2 grams I can use. Get the scale. Oops! I forgot to remove that thing. Sorry. If not, I can always put some more in, I guess. I mean more more liquid in there. That one's fine for some reason, it's just a yellow one. Nice, so that's like a bright orange. Really bright. So now if I put some blue in, I'll have hopefully a brown color. Hope you guys can see okay on there. I think it's fine. I don't know why it's moldy. I'm baffled. That's the blue one. I've never opened it, so hopefully this one's fine. It looks fine. Right, so maybe just one drop to start with. There. And I'll add it progressively. That stuff is strong. Oh no, that's like a green color now. Oh my god. We'll get there. It's like a khaki color. Looks awful. Ugh. I love color mixing though, I think. It's my favorite, one of my favorite parts about painting. That was way too much yellow to start with. Now I'm just adding drop by drop. It's starting to look like something. That's much better already. Don't be too far. It's like a nice chocolate color. I want to see if I can put a tiny bit more of red, just so it looks a bit warmer. I think it's pretty good. That's gonna look nice. Whoop! Right, so I should probably close those spots. Because I'm splashing around and I don't want a brown color inside my blue pigment. There. Now that I think about it, probably what happened with the yellow one is that I've dipped something in it that I shouldn't have, instead of just pouring it out. That's probably it. And I contaminated it. I need to think that I want a pretty saturated color, because it's gonna get I'm gonna put some white in it with the powder, so it's gonna look less bright. That I know. So I probably want to add more. A bit too much, bit too much. And once I've got this right, we'll start with casting, I promise. It's gonna be a chill stream. So if you wanna watch this while doing something else, which is what I normally do when I watch Twitch stuff. nice though. Alright, that should be fine actually. It splashes all around. Right, pigments there. Just want to make sure everything's mixed, like I don't want any streakiness in my casts. That's gonna be the most important bit, because that's hard to correct afterwards. Red everywhere. My table's seen worse, that's not the problem, it's just... I don't wanna put red everywhere. Again, streakiness, blah blah blah. Just checking, yeah. That looks like a nice color. Oof, that's heavy. Wait. There. See, that's like a nice chocolate color now. Messy stuff. Right. Now that's kind of... I think it's fine. Okay. Let's just do a color test. For that, instead of wasting product, I'm just gonna cast a hook shrew. So it's one of these guys. Right, what do I need? This. I don't exactly remember how much I need for this one. Let's do... No, I don't want to use too much. I'm just gonna do like a really small color test. I only need to cast one, so that's for a special thing I'll be doing. But since it's a color cast, I need to make sure I've got enough liquid to allow for miscasts and bubbles and stuff like that. Right, I'm gonna have to wash my hands at some point. So, this. What's the ratio again? 1, 2.5. I'll just do 2 and 5. No, wait. 1, 2.5, 2, yeah, 2 and 5. So 2 of liquid and 5 of powder. Let's do that. I need to be super precise because of like if I'm casting something and then I want to cast something like to fill bubbles, for example, the color needs to be exactly the same so it doesn't look like patchy or anything. So it needs to be, that's why I have a scale that allows me to measure for the 10th of a gram. Really handy. There. 1 drop more. Okay. Powder. So that's let's see if I can put it on camera. Oh, anyway, that's this one. Jesmonite powder. Five, there we go. The only problem with casting for me is that I'm super impatient. So I always wanna take it out before it cures. I know. That's really bad. Because then it breaks and... Anyway. Just can't see what I'm doing with this light. Today outside is so bad, like it's rainy and horrible and... Hopefully, it doesn't look like there's any lumps left, so right. Gonna have to take it out like this. Chocolate color. It looks like melted chocolate. Like, really does. So that's gonna take a bit of time to cure now. Usually takes about 20 minutes, 25, depending on the size. That's pretty small, so that's gonna cure really fast. And that's dirty as hell. I'm not gonna put my pigments back in their things, yes. I wanna tilt my computer because every time I lean over, like, that should be better. Right. I'm losing frames. Oh, something I didn't check about my camera before. Yeah. I'm definitely dropping frames like crazy. Hopefully it's not too bad. I just wanna check this. There. Okay. Open my window for a bit. It looks horrible, but I'll just put this back in. Hopefully you guys can hear me properly. We shall see. Okay. So while this is curing, it's getting more thick now. While this is curing, I thought I could maybe paint something, like draw something or whatever, because I can't do anything while I'm waiting for this. My molds are clean, I think. Yeah. So I can't do anything like that. Trying to think about what I can prepare for. I've got everything ready for the rest, so I think maybe I'll paint something. I wanted to do like a cute comic for for Instagram. So we're just waiting for this. Ta-da! And what I'll do first, I'm gonna go wash my hands because I've got red all over. And I won't be too long. Gonna put this back on and I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, so my hands are now mostly pigment free. Yeah, pretty much. Putting this back out. No, there. Okay. Oh, I'm so impatient. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is my research for Inktober. Inktober that I didn't finish, by the way. Almost, I was almost there. But I didn't quite finish it. Chickens. Chickens. I kinda like this one. Colors for Louie. Pricing stuff. Or should I use like a different paper? Nah, it's fine. I just want to do some research. Waiting for stuff to cure. I wanted to do like a 3-panel thing. And you can't see anything because there's too much light. Wait, just that lamp's actually pretty strong. Wanna make sure you guys can see something. There. Because what's the point for streaming otherwise? Ah! What's going on? So many dropped frames. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. 80% CPU. What am I even using? I'm not even using anything in the background. 30 FPS. Well, at least the video that I've got saved on my computer will be fine. So I was thinking maybe I should upload my streams on YouTube. That's probably something I could do, I guess. Waiting. That's not gonna be a very interesting 10-20 minutes. Sorry, it's kind of like getting a bit better. I'm afraid to tip it. Look. Yeah. Gonna have to wait. and drink tea. Good thing with YouTube later on is you can skip. Let's see. Oh my god, so many. I think I don't know what's going on for the frames because I don't know what I can do about this. Output resolution. Maybe less bitrate, I guess. Sorry guys, I don't know if I can do anything about it. That's starting to... So excited. It's stupid, but... That's too small, I would need a bigger shade. What can I do to entertain you in the meantime? I'm not sure. And sadly, I've got nobody to talk to at the minute. Yeah, we'll get there soon. That's the boring part about casting. I'm gonna check Instagram. Should see the outside world, it's depressing. Maybe I can tilt the camera to show you briefly what it looks like. Yeah. This is my backyard. It's really bad. That's England for you. We've got good weather sometimes, maybe like 2-3 weeks a year. Why did I even move here in the first place? What can I do in the meantime? I want to talk to you about a book that I've been reading, that I bought lately, and so many frames. It doesn't really matter anyway because we're not playing anything, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get that book for you. Let's see. Right, so I bought this book, I think it was a month ago or a few weeks ago, and it's amazing. It's called The Arrival by Sean Tan, and I really enjoyed it. It's a graphic novel, and it's got no, how it's called, it's got no nothing written or anything like that. It's just drawings, and it's gorgeous, but my lamp is too strong. Wait. That's a bit better. So it's about an immigrant, basically. He goes to a different country because the place where he lives has been invaded by weird things. It's really surreal. It's just like every you know, if you know Sean Tan's work, it's really surreal like that, and it's really nice and very pretty, and I loved it. Trying to find the picture. It's really nice. All the drawings are really amazing. So you need to read this. I think it's a really universal story because it's about how strange it feels when you move someplace different that's not your own country and you don't understand the language. You don't understand, you know, like people have different customs, they eat different things. And I think it's something that myself I've experienced when I came to England. I knew the language for the most part, but with the accents and everything, it's not always easy to grasp everything. And there's a bit, it's not too much, but there's a bit of a cultural difference with France. And this book is really nice. Yeah, and you should read it. And let's see if I've made enough time for this to cure. I think the color is gonna be pretty good, you know. It's not 100% cured, but it's like a really nice chocolate color. I'm really happy with it. And it's definitely drying less dark than the original. But that may do, unless I bring another drop of red in the mix. I don't know, it looks nice. But I think I like a darker one better. Because that doesn't look exactly like chocolate, it looks more like it's like maybe like milk chocolate. Amazing comparisons. But I don't know, it's just something that I've seen with these ones, the black ones, is that they're harder to photograph compared to these ones that I've got, because you don't see the volumes as well, if that makes sense. So I'm wondering if that's not actually a good thing, that it's not that dark. It's already been an hour. What a boring stream. That's the problem with casting. I don't know. No, I'm not happy with this. I'm gonna have to do another color test. Mix in some more. Maybe if I add the tiniest bit of black. I don't know about that though. It's gonna bring the saturation down, but I really need to get like a needle and have less than a drop in it, because that's super strong. There. I just rubbed it on the spatula. This is so interesting. Hopefully I'll get to show you the whole casting thing. It's a bit like cooking. I hope you're enjoying the music, by the way. This is the side project of my current favorite musician called The Algorithm. And he's French, and I'm really proud that like somebody that's, I don't know where I'm going with that sentence. Anyway, I really like his music. So this is not exactly the color I'm going for. This is the boring part. If you've got any questions whatsoever, I'd be more than happy to like chat about it, and because I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. Right, I'm gonna try something like this. Paper. Right. Try and clean that mold. Doesn't matter if it's not perfectly clean for now, just because. Okay. I'm gonna reuse the same glass because why not? It just tests, doesn't really matter for now. Okay. This. bit too much. It's fine. Is it fine? Yes. Now I need powder. Five grams. Ooh. Close that thing. Okay. Put that thing aside, turn it off. Okay. Whoop. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do while this cures. Maybe I will cast a hook or something in white, so I don't have to mix anything. I wanted to draw things, but I don't think it's the right setup for it, because then I'll have to move the camera and it's not the right angle either. Okay. God. Well, at least you've still got the sound and everything. I'm looking at the dropped frames again. I have no idea why this is happening. Okay. I hope this is closer to the color I want. Because that's nice, but it's not like like chocolatey appetizing kind of thing. It's more like a light brown. That's not what I wanted. Right. Hook shrew. I'm gonna have to go rinse this. I'll be right back. Sorry again. Right, I am here. Just gotta check something. Right. I'm just gonna do a quick hookshrow. Need this. This. I think I'll do maybe 12.5. Is that too much? No, that's fine. Okay, 5 of liquid. Just again, that's the product I'm using. Burp. And it's upside down, obviously. Jesmonite! Perfect. I should try and put my camera higher so I could have like a perfect vision of the whole of my workshop with the horrible mess that's on the table. And I need 12.5 of this, so... Mix all the stuff now. I was using like popsicle sticks before to mix, and it wasn't working great. And now that I've got this spatula, I can mix much faster and with much less lumps. So this is great. Okay. I've got my thing. It doesn't really matter, there's a few... I've just realized there's a few bits of dust, but it's okay because this is gonna be painted eventually, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Now just to help myself with detail, because sometimes, because it's really small, so I need, can you see there's like tiny ears and stuff, so I want to make sure that when I fill it up, everything, like there's not gonna be any bubbles at the end. So what I do is I actually fill those tiny holes manually. And that helps me kind of like making sure that there's no bubbles whatsoever. Okay. Oh, it's at the end. I'll put the beginning again, because it's chill. Okay. I've got some water somewhere. There. Rinse my brush. before it gets really hard and impossible to wash. Well, just so you guys can see there. A little bit closer. There. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put this around because I've got a seam in that mold that I didn't have before, so I kind of forgot. It will be okay. Come on. Okay, so that's filled up. All right. Now what I have to do is kind of like tap them all to see if I've got any bubbles, air bubbles, that are inside, just to help them raise to the top. That's something I didn't have to do for the color cast, because obviously that's just a test, and it doesn't matter, but this one, I don't think there is much. There's always gonna be some, of course, like tiny micro bubbles, but the most important bit is, for example, like tiny undercuts, like the arms. Where is it? Look there, it's got like tiny arms and focus. The ears and the nose especially also, that always gets bubbles. Well, not always, but I'm hoping that what I just did with the brush is gonna prevent that from happening. Ah! I'm opening the seam. Don't know if you can see now, there's a couple of bubbles that are risen to the top. I bet my neighbors love me when I do that. Try and tighten it a bit. There. Boring stuff. Casting is not the most exciting process to watch, probably. I don't know if this was a good choice to stream, but... Okay, that is probably dry by now. Ooh, let's see. Yes! This is what I'm going for. Can you see a difference? And this now, it's still gonna change color a bit because it's not completely dry, but I think I've got a winner. There's a really big difference between the two. It's hard to tell on camera because... Alright, we need to change the focus. Wait. If I do this... Yeah! So... I think you can see pretty much the difference. This was... like very... How about, let's see, color. Okay, yeah, so this is really nice, and that was a bit more like coffee kind of color, more like a chocolate, like cafe latte color. I don't know, but this is really what I'm going for, and I'm really happy. Okay. Perfect. I'm just dumping my bits on the floor. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be messy anyway. I prefer that the floor than my table, so that I don't end up with too much mess to work with, if that makes sense. Right. Perfect. Again, dropped frames. God. How? Why is it always when something interesting happens? I don't know. Okay. So while this is doing its thing over here, I can actually start casting what we came here for. Which is, again, one of these. Ta-ta. Wait. I can never get this camera right. Nope. Anyway, it's cute. There. If I put some shadow on top of it, maybe. There. So we are doing one of these. Okay, so something that I need to do before starting is I need to put some how's that called? Cotton bud? Sticks in the holes, because this is a jointed doll and the body's got holes to put elastics to be able to string the arms and legs together so that they can move, and it would be really risky for me to drill the holes afterwards. So what I've done is, while I was putting the mold together, I put those sticks in so that I can have like fixed holes and I don't have to drill them afterwards, if that makes sense. Just removing the cotton. These are paper cotton buds. I think next time I need to buy plastic ones, because these ones, they tend to stick inside the mold and I have to pull harder. And what's happened once is that I was pulling too hard and the head kind of broke off the body because of the tension I was using. Okay, I think the mold's clean. So this is what it looks like. I've got these two parts, and then I've also got like arms and legs parts. Two-part mold. And I was casting pink stuff earlier, so I'm hoping that there's no pink bits left in the molds. Otherwise I'll just sand them off, I guess, but it's just more work. I don't see any, so fingers crossed. Okay. That's gonna be a very nice color. I'm happy. Okay. Elastic bands, yes. I need to have my elastic bands ready. There. What time is it? 2 o'clock. God. So I need to check, what was it, the ratio again? I've got here written down a few ratios so I can remember how much I need for everything. So body and limbs, 50 powder, 20 liquid. Okay. Is my brush dry enough? Yeah. Let's say it is. This is getting there as well. Right. You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm just gonna test if my microphone is working on Twitch. So I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna unmute the thing for a while and you're gonna hear me double. But hopefully it's not gonna last long, it's just gonna be a test. Wait for the ad to finish. Okay. Sorry about that. Checking if that's working. Okay. That works. Right. Back on track. So, where's my thing? Here. I don't see any streakiness, that's pretty uniform. Oh, there is here, wait. Ah, I need to clean this. guess what? I'm probably gonna have to go and clean this again before I start. Unless I've got some water. Yeah, I've got water. It's fine. I'll just do it here. Just so I don't have any, because I've just done something white, so I don't want any white in my brown cast. That would be very bad, actually. Okay, let's start. This is clean, okay. So, what was it again? 20 grams, okay. I feel like that's a lot for some reason. $19.9, 20, there we go. That looks like such a nice color, I love it. Okay, now 50, where's my spoon? Here. Wow. $50 grams of this. So close. $49.6, 7, 8. Yes, there we go. Okay. So from now on, there's no time to lose because this is going to cure. So I need to make sure that I can have something liquid enough to pour. So the faster I mix, the faster I can pour, and the longer the thing will stay liquid. I think that's good enough. Okay. Right, brush. Just brush it in the details. So like I've got tiny hairs and stuff. Eyes. I just want to give like an even coat all over so that it will prevent most of the small bubbles showing through, if that makes sense. And I've got to be fast as well, because I still need to pour everything. For example, here I've got a tiny tail, so I need to make sure that, oh, there's... I need to make sure that tails kind of full. That's a hard area to reach. Okay. Gotta go fast. Right. Now for the arms and legs. Especially like I've got tiny fingers, so I want to make sure there's no bubbles in them either. If you've got a bigger mold, you don't have to do this because it'll be easier to fill if you've got a bigger pouring hole and if you've got less tiny details, but for what I've got, I find it easier to do this. And it's giving me peace of mind that the fingers will be filled and things like that. Okay, I'm gonna put that brush in water, forget about it, and start. Pouring stuff in. Okay, I've got everything covered, I think, at least the important parts. Okay. That was the fun part. I know that it's got bubbles in, so I try and pour it from a height. So that while it's filling up, some bubbles will break up. I'll just rotate it around so that maybe the hard to reach areas will be filled. And then pour again. Whoops! I know for a fact that that's not full, because they're really tiny, so it's hard to kind of like get down. Oh, come on. Okay. Maximum concentration. This one looks like it's full. I have to get back to it, but... I always end up with, well, not always, but very often end up with bubbles in those because they are tiny and they don't fill really well. So you've gotta stop and shake it frequently to make sure the product goes down. Oop. It's kind of hard doing this and trying to think about the camera at the same time. Whoop! Okay. Get the bubbles up. I think it's full. These guys, not all. Now it's getting harder because there's less and less product. And it's getting thicker. But I think I'm getting there. I'm just hoping there's no bubbles anywhere in the limbs, because that's... Shake it, shake it. Oh, there is. I knew it. They're not full. Never are. Buggers. That's why shaking is so useful. So you don't have any weird surprises when you open the molds. I definitely think this one doesn't have any big bubbles because it's not coming up. I mean, coming down. The level of the pouring hole. It's definitely not as dark as I want it to be, but it will do, it will do. It's just a one-off. I think they're full this time, thank God. Okay. That was the interesting part of the stream. Well, the interesting part would be actually opening the molds. And my hands are full of brown. Okay. I forgot to close my bucket. Okay. I think I can open this now, the hook shroom. It's the best part. Okay, I hope it's not too brittle or anything, and I hope I'm not gonna break it when I take it out. Because it's got like tiny ears and stuff. Ah! I heard something break. My heart. It's one ear, no. See, I'm not patient enough. God. The rest is fine, it's just a tiny ear that broke. I should have waited more, I knew it. I can reach. Doesn't want to come out. What can I use? There. No. Don't know if you guys can see from here with the, wait, I'll just boop, boop. So this is what broke. Just this bit, this tiny ear bit. Otherwise the cast came out right. I just think I need to learn to be more patient. So that was a fail. I'll put more of this again. It's fine. Happens. Okay. No, I can't really glue it back. It's a shame. Okay. So now I'm just waiting for this. It's gonna take a while. I think, let's see. I'm gonna leave it another 20 minutes. So it's now 2:15. So 20 minutes means 35 past? Something like that. Okay. Just to make sure it's dry before I take it out. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands and my spatula, and then maybe we'll try and pour another hokushu to pass time. Until we can unmold these. Yeah. Alright, so I'll be back again, and yeah, we'll cast another one of these, and I'll try and be less impatient. Be back. And I am here again. Take this off. Perfect. While we're waiting for this, just do a small one. Up. It's much less dark than what I wanted, but I think it's gonna be okay. Nah, I don't think I can fix it. Unless, but I'll try this later on, but unless I kind of like fill the ear that's missing and then I plop this back in the mold and wait until that's dry. Maybe that will work. I'll try that, that'll be my next experiment. But not now. We'll just do another one of these. And I'll reuse this, because I can. How much did I do again? 5? No. 12.5 and 5 I did. For these ones, it doesn't actually matter much, the exact proportion, because it doesn't have any color in it. And Jesmonite is not so sensitive in terms of like mixing ratio. So that's the good thing about it. But for example, like if you put much, well, some people they've advised to put more liquid than advised, like do a bigger liquid to powder ratio. But the only downside of that, like it's gonna work, it's gonna cure right, but the sculpture in the long run will be more fragile. So I'd rather stick to the original recipe. Some people do that to make it easier to pour so that the liquid's like runnier. I just don't think it really matters. Oh, and I've got my doggy with me now, by the way. And he's whining in the background. I just wanted to take advantage of my day off. Now that I finally got a day off work. God. And usually when I've got a day off, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be productive, I'm gonna make lots of stuff today, woo! And then I end up just watching YouTube and find myself at 5 o'clock in the afternoon watching stupid shit on YouTube. So I'm glad I didn't do that today and I actually motivated myself to do something. I don't know about that song, I'll put this one instead. Okay. Just do it like before. I'm gonna fill the ears. I've got a friend, she introduced me to Magic the Gathering, you know, the new video game that came out, the new like online Magic. and it's pretty cool. Like, I've never played the cards game before, but obviously I knew it existed because it's an institution. Like, it's so big. But it's very hard and I lose all the time. It's a shame because when you play against friends, your rank, like, you're not ranked when you play against them, and there's like quests to achieve, but it's only when you play against random people, and I happen to lose all the time, so oh, elastic band here. So let's say I'm not making huge progress. There. Oops, sorry. Okay, that's full. I can see that these ones are starting to cure, they're starting to change color. But it's very kind of like wet still. I have to be patient, I have to be patient. Maybe it would be actually better for me to wait until maybe 40 minutes passed instead of 35. Bubbles! Some people, they've got like a vibrating table platform that you can put your molds on to help with that. But I've just got nothing like that, nothing really fancy, so I have to do this instead. Okay. I have to stop. I have to stop touching it. No. Self-control. I don't have much of that. Okay, 5 more minutes. This is pretty much dry in there. but I know for a fact that if I do it right now, it's gonna break when I take it out. I'm gonna keep tapping this mold instead for 5 more minutes. I don't know if casting is very stream friendly unless you've got people to talk to. Chocolate brown. It's getting darker and darker outside. I just think like autumn is the most miserable season. I don't know about you, like in Christmas, in winter I mean, you've got Christmas and you've got like people, things like Christmas jumpers and stuff to look forward to. But autumn is just meh. So rainy and wet. Taking this out. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No. It's the worst part. Just the weight and the feeling that you could like open it any minute. No. Should I? Shouldn't I? I know I shouldn't, but... I'll just peel it off really slow. Actually, I'll do it a bit closer to the camera and... There, okay. Okay, nothing broke, that's the good news. Now everything looks fine. There's a tiny bubble on this finger there. Otherwise, I think they were actually full. It kind of looks like mud or something. Okay. Okay. Clear it out. Da, da, da. So right now you can see that they are like the color is not uniform, but that's actually pretty normal. It's like the Jesmonite kind of changes color when it cures, and like the lighter spots you can see, they're actually tiny micro bubbles. So with like it cures faster with air, but it'll get better as it dries, and when it's completely dry it should be hopefully all the same color. In theory. Right. This is going well. I didn't think I'd get them right from the first try. Okay. Right. Now this one. Yeah. So the first thing I need to do is pull these out. And they're usually pretty hard, and I'm hoping that I'm not gonna break anything when I do this. because it's happened once. I actually broke the entire head. There, that's one. Yeah, so that's what happened. So now I have a floating head. I didn't keep the body, but I kept the head, and I was thinking I could use it maybe as a like a keyring or something. I'll just need to mount it, like mount a hook on it and put it on my keys. Let's see, I've got some pliers somewhere. I'm trying to like be careful, but there, yes, okay. Now I'm just gonna open this one. Hey, no bubbles. Happy days. Now the other side. Just closer. There. So far so good. Yeah! Ta-ta! Oh, it's actually pretty nice. It's got some streakiness over here. Oops. Can you see there's like a weird streaky bit, and I'm hoping that when it's dry it will actually dry uniformly, but I think it looks pretty good. And so I need to take off these. Actually, I'm gonna do this now while it's still soft. That's the good thing, also one of the good things about Jesmonite is that you can still like carve it after some point, because it's still a bit soft. And I want to take these off before it's fully hard. Always, I should probably there. Because when it's hard, it's just more difficult to remove. I think I've cut too far here, so I'm going to leave it like this. Now I need to be extra careful with those because they have joints, and if I snap it off, I'd just rather like break it off little by little, because if I try to break it all together, I may damage the joint. And try not to cut too much at a time. Yeah. Okay. And the last one. I'm also gonna try not to cut my fingers, because it's happened before. But it happened, like, for some reason it happened more when I was working with resin than this, because it's like, it was harder and... God. I'm so happy it all came out right. Now what's gonna happen probably is when I'm gonna sand tiny parts, there's more micro bubbles that are gonna appear to the surface. So that's normal, and I'll probably have to go back and fill some stuff up. But overall, it doesn't look too bad. Gonna try and clean off some of those seams as well while it's still... I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I haven't been streaming much lately, but if I feel like... if I do it more, I feel like maybe I should get a better camera. This one's not too bad. But to film things like that with lots of detail, I don't know. It's just a thought. There, so there's quite a bit of sanding involved after that. But overall, I think we've got a pretty solid one. No pun intended. Okay, this is mostly clean, I'll show you. This is what I've got. So that will need to be sanded off, obviously, and polished. Same here. But it looks like chocolate, I'm so happy. Let's see if I can remove this as well now. hope I'm not gonna do the same stupid thing I did just before. No, I'm not gonna do it now, I'm gonna wait. I think what I will do though, because it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes that I'm filming, I think I'm just gonna end this now, and because the rest, like the cleaning up, it's not gonna be very interesting. On camera it's just really repetitive and really boring stuff to watch. So I think the most interesting bit was the casting process. Anyway, this will be, see, I can try and put it together. Kind of like this. Ta-da! So this will be a one-off, and it will be like a special thing that I will reveal soon. But at least you've seen how it's made, like the TV show. Right, I'm just gonna leave it there for today. Oh, thanks very much for watching, even if you've watched this like after I streamed, if you couldn't catch it. And I think I'm gonna try and put a YouTube channel together so I can have all my past videos, because they're not on Twitch anymore. I've got about I don't know, maybe 10 streams or something that I could put over there, so I think I'll do that. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thank you, bye!